Hello, my name is Michael Garrick. This is Nestor Vasquez, comedian T-Link, and I guess comedian Michael Mack. Very funny comedian. If he's in your city, please check him out. Thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Mac.
Guys, I promise you, Michael Mack, very funny guy. Will definitely keep you laughing. So, what's new with you guys?
No Dwayne Nettles today. He's bleaching himself.
Nah, we just switched light-skinned dudes.
What'd you say, buddy?
We just switching light-skinned niggas up.
Dwayne, I didn't say anything, even though you
Dwayne.
attacked my age last couple of weeks ago. You know,
Dwayne
I
bleaching
didn't,
himself. He's trying to get more light skin.
bleaching his booty hole. You know, that's a thing.
That is a thing. That is a thing.
Women bleach their booty hole.
I first heard it on like the Kanye out, like the Pablo album, and then now he was like, "Women bleach their assholes." Like maybe that's just the thing Kanye thought of.
I remember
Cause that's when he was going crazy. So I was like, maybe that's just what he imagines.
First time I heard it was Christine Milian, I think, by Lil Wayne or some shit. She was working with Lil Wayne, so.
Yeah, they don't want black assholes.
You still can't see
world-
out the motherfuckers.
The world don't want black assholes.
This is what we want you here, Mike.
Nah, well, I mean, I didn't bring it up, so let's not make it sound like this conversation started because I'm here.
Oh man.
So, Mike, we got to ask these ABC questions, and then we'll get into more of the podcast. But how'd you get into stand-up?
Yeah, so like my 11th grade year, I actually have a thing called Crohn's disease. It's a digestive chronological disorder. So it stopped me from joining the Air Force when that's what I was really aiming for. Yeah, I wasn't trying to do any more studying. So like when I didn't make it in, I was really sad and depressed about it. And then one weekend, I was watching Chris Tucker's Def Comedy Jam from like 2003, and like I just kept watching like comedy videos and laughing throughout the whole night. Like I completely forgot I was sad until the next day where I had to go take my medicine. And I was just like, oh right, life sucks. So like I guess from there I just started like subconsciously trying to be funny, and it was working. Because before when you try to be funny and that shit doesn't work, well that's kind of a bad thing to say comedians, but like you used to force it, and then,
yeah, we try a lot.
yeah, and then like it doesn't work.
Sucks.
Yeah, and you just get the stares, or then like the more natural funny people get on your ass. Yeah, so like when people started saying it to me, I was just like, okay, and just left it at that. Until one person told me like, hey, you should try Soda City stand up. They have open mics and stuff down here. And my first night out went really well because it was like an all white crowd. And my first joke was like, hey, I'm from a family of 4 + 1, but don't worry, the +1's not my father. And like that worked out. Hey, I'm glad you like it, Ness. I wasn't even like I was like a father, like nah, just like good, yeah. I didn't know you had it in you, son. Good job. Like yeah, I was. Yeah, so like from there, I just kept going out to the mics and kept doing it.
So, was that the moment where you like, man, this is what I really want to do, or what was the moment where you like, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, so like I had that moment for like a week because like the next 2 times that were terrible. So like I think if I've never been booed, but I kind of hate silent crowds too. Like silent reactions are worse because it's just like. It's like, give me something. Somebody just might have died, but don't worry about it.
Everything's going fine upstairs.
In this wonderful establishment.
Yeah.
It's just like, who's the bitch? That's what I'm imagining.
We heard no screaming, so everything's fine. All right, and you say keep going up?
Yeah, so,
Silence.
but nah, it's just like crowd silence hurts the worst because it's just like, all right, y'all could at least give me some type of reaction. Like, how bad does it have to be for you to just be like, nah.
A small crowd will humble you.
Yeah, like
A big silent crowd will humble you even more.
Oh yeah.
yeah, like
I think it's a good thing because at least they're still paying attention. I think it's worse if they're talking because that means they're not even giving you the
no,
attention.
it sucks that they're talking, but it's worse if they just like looking at you because it's just like, no, bro, you did not warrant a reaction from me. Like.
I think it's
no,
more of like for me, it's like, oh, he really thinks this way. All right.
Yeah, silence is a reaction. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I hate silence over booze. I think
I've just never been booed. So
I ain't never
don't
been booed
know.
yet.
me either, but I would hate.
I never been booed, but
silence.
I'm waiting for the day that I do get booed, cause I got like
Because at
8
least you got
roasts.
something to
I got like
point
8
at.
yeah,
Like,
I
you
got
got
like
something
8.
to point at, and then just be like, all right, fuck you specifically.
Yeah,
and then
if I get booed, I'm going down the list on his ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
What about if it's a woman?
she getting it too.
gender equality is amazing. So
Anything they can do, they you know what I mean?
that could have got us in trouble, but nah. So, but yeah, so I guess like right around the time T-Link started showing up on the scene, I was having like just straight weeks of just doing really good at multiple places, and like that was getting my like some of the comics that I've been dealing with for a while. They were coming up to me just like yo man, what you got going on, man? Like you on fire as a like I don't know, nigga. I'm just thinking like nigga, life is just happening. And I'm just talking about it. So like that's like, but just having that streak is just like, all right, cool. If you take the time out to really think these things through, and if you take the time out to like, you know, properly set up your jokes and everything, like you're good.
Well,
I'd only been doing comedy maybe a couple of weeks when I met him. But yeah, he did go on a tear. Like when he came, I was like, "Where the hell he come from?" Like,
yeah. Well, we definitely want to have you on, man. You know, give you your flowers. We want to thank you so much for being the first host of the Certified Comic Show. You killed it as a host, man. We are
great, man.
truly thankful that you were
That was
willing
a fun
to do
ass
that.
night, especially that nigga that like waved but cleaned his fingers before he waved for no reason.
Yeah, the killer. Yeah,
That nigga legit was drunk. That nigga was back there like, thank you, man. I was just like, the fuck, nigga, I can't see your fingers.
yeah. Like he didn't want everybody to see what he was eating. Just,
there was a white van waiting for him
yeah,
after the show.
that girl
Nah,
was
that
bad
was-
though. The girl that he was
Oh,
with,
yeah,
he brought a
yeah,
bad woman
yeah.
with him.
Oh yeah, the one that
Yeah, that's
was that
yeah.
you a Link who?
Oh man,
No, that was
we're
Link.
not doing
Link.
this on the-
Stop! Don't say me. Me and no woman.
I was trying to blame you for shit. But no, it was Link. Link just said that like, hey girl, and then like the dude was just back there just like the nigga
I was
fixed
big-
his t-shirt, bro.
What do you do with his shirt? What do you do with his shirt?
That nigga fixed his t-shirt. I was just like, hey, look, this big black nigga that's talking to your bitch, bro. He just hit the TV to be funny.
No,
Well,
I remember when me and T-Link went down to Augusta. This is one bad one. I'm talking about T-Link. I performed, T-Link performed. We killed out there. So I'm talking about the girl had like this big 6'3" dude with her. I'm talking about he looked like he killed somebody. Like real talk.
about
So-
20 minutes ago.
So next you know, like after the show, she's taking like videos, pictures with everybody and this, that, third. So she takes a picture with T-Link first, do a video and stuff like that. T-Link didn't really want to put his arm around her. Here I come. Got my arm around her. Arm around the waist and everything. T-Link looking at me like bro.
Nigga, I'm driving. like I want to live. Like I was purposely not. She was like, she had her arm all the way around my back. I was like, no, motherfucker, no.
She was bad.
Oh, she was
Bro,
gorgeous.
oh my God,
she was gorgeous. She was
Oh,
body
you know, I
was
still-
banging everything.
I
She
still
was-
know what she wore.
Listen, she was bad. She was bad, but her boyfriend was. Nah, I wasn't fucking with him. Like you know, like I know where I'm from. Like I know killers when I see them. There's people I don't fuck with, and you just know it off the bat.
I
And
got
he was
you.
one. I walked in the door. I was like, okay, so that's his girl. I'm not fucking with him. I didn't even look at her the whole night. I knew I saw her from when she came in. I was like, God damn.
Because she stood up like 2 or 3 times.
Well, you know, the comedian that was hosting, he actually talked about it. He's like, I know everybody want to say something about this girl wearing a red dress, but I'm gonna say something about the girl wearing a red outfit. And that motherfucker fine as hell. I was just like, nigga, you gonna die. Like this dude in there.
She came over there. She was like, "Yeah, I'm doing a video." I was like, "Oh, it's a video? Okay, come here."
That's a moment where you like just arbitrarily compliment the boyfriend too. Like, good job, man. Like,
Oh yeah,
congratulations.
I fist bumped him when I went to the back. He's like, "You did a good job, man." I was like, "Thanks, man. Appreciate it."
Like you did too, nigga. Like that's your bitch.
His girl
like,
was right there, and I saw her. I was like, I was looking at him. I was like, "I ain't fuck you, nigga. What's up?"
Yeah.
He fist. Well, I was walking.
Well,
I
you
don't
want
know why,
nigga. You want you want hugging up on what?
This was before. This was before everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before she came up and started being all friendly and shit. I was like, she was a little too friendly.
She
bro.
was friendly for real. I was like, because she didn't look friendly.
Yeah, she
Like,
don't look
she
like
was-
she looked like a drug dealer killer's girlfriend. Like, she was dressed in that attire. Like, she was ready to, she was killing, and he was right behind her, cleaning up, killing as well.
That might be their business thing. Just be like,
I don't
hey,
even
nigga, I
know
saw you
if-
talking
you know
to
what,
my
to be
bitch.
honest
Buy
with you,
this,
I don't even know
like,
if
buy
they
this
were
dime bag or else, nigga. Like,
I don't even know if they were together, but I respected them enough to know that I didn't want to die. But this motherfucker was trying to get me killed, so it was just like
I was just trying to get you killed. It was.
I was like I was in front. I had to literally go in front of him because she's like having a camera and she's like this, and I was like, nigga, what the fuck?
I'm so
Keep your
glad.
arm around her.
I'm so glad I don't have a situation like that.
Oh man, look, me and T-Lane, ever since we linked up, man, and we linked up like 2 years ago.
Yeah, almost 2 years ago.
Almost 2 years ago, and at Wildlife Columbia, man, it's been one thing after another. Like, yo, it's
Drama,
it's yeah,
drama, and laughing.
but it's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's been. I look at T-Lane, me and T-Lane both started at the same time. I look at T-Lane as their mentor. I really do. T-Lane was one of my mentors. Him, another guy named Holt, the comedian.
That's my boy, man.
Yeah, him. I look at even Jake Shelley, man. Jake Shelley put me on. So a couple of shows and stuff like that. Jay, he took me under for a little bit. So, but T-Link has what are you doing, dog? No, don't stop. Just stop, think about what you're doing and don't do this.
Well, I mean, I'm learning too. I think the best thing about comedy that I've seen is just I've had a lot of support. Like Michael Mack was one of the first people that was like, "Yo, I want to put you on my show. I want to do a show." And I'm looking at, I'm like, "Fuck!" I just started like 3 weeks ago. Like I literally just.
It
started
was
3 weeks
hilarious
ago.
though. Like, so I was sitting here thinking, I was in like Link popped up on stage, and then like he did like 2 jokes, did a song, and I was just like, who the fuck is this? This nigga like older Jamie Foxx, like black ass Jamie Foxx or something. What's going on here? And then
You should have seen him at practice. In practice, he went off one day in practice and just went down the line.
that shit was just
They were
fucking
doubting my
hilarious.
skills.
He went down the line and was just like, yo, I'm roasting everybody. Sung to everybody. I'm talking about in a freestyle, just sung, bah, bah, bah. I was like, yo. Then they were like, you go. I'm not going. I'm going to go after this. I'm good.
That's cool.
This is like before the wait. All right.
Okay,
This is
that's
perfect
cool.
time. All right, topic change.
Now, before we continue, we want to always thank The Joint for letting us do the podcast here. Guys, they're located in 1710 Main Street, Columbia, South Carolina. We hold our open mic here every Monday night at 8 p.m. Thank you guys so much for having us. And please come out. They have great jazz, great food, great alcohol. Thank you guys so much. So I just want to make sure we threw that in. What's your funnest night you guys have had so far at The Joint? Like, what was the night for y'all that y'all was like, yeah, this is a great open mic?
Most fun, I would say it was it was your birthday, probably the most fun.
Yeah.
We've had a time that we didn't expect anybody to be here, and it ended up being packed, and everybody killed until the last person.
Oh, Lord.
So that was a fun night too. But I would say your birthday party. Man,
I
was
think
definitely the most fun.
Your birthday when you had a lot of people come out. I think.
Yeah, it was 20 something comics, almost 22,
and then,
23 comics.
And then the crowd was great. Everything was dope. It, like all those stars lined up that day and everything. We had like I said, we had Holt the comedian out here that night. And he did a set, which he, what I mean, that was big for us. Another day, Michael Goodwin.
Yeah, that was
Michael Goodwin night.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, Mike came down and dropped some gems on us. Did some jokes himself. So we have some celebrities that passed through, man. And gracious comedians from Columbia. So both have been mentors for me. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, any stories, Mike?
Like specifically for the open mic, because like my most fun night would have been.
No,
like,
it don't have to be the open mic.
All right, cool. I'm about to say because the Certified Comedy Show was just fun. Like,
yeah, it was a good show.
it was really
For
fun.
everybody but me.
was you just left?
I left like 5
left?
minutes early. I said, fuck y'all.
You left time on the table. That's all
man,
that
'cause-
was. It wasn't that people weren't having a good time. You just
Yeah, man. Like we was sitting around joking before it. Then the show was really fun. But that time I had like the crowd for a bit and a little bit of the crowd, and just talking to the people, and like just my first time hosting was just a lot of fun.
Like I say, you killed it, man.
Yeah,
Y'all keep bringing up my birthday, man. My birthday was the worst part. The worst set I think the worst set I've had here so far. But it's just open mic, so it doesn't matter. But I just remember I was like, I'm tired, like I'm high. I really.
So you were the last dude.
It was my
Yeah,
birthday.
it was his birthday, so we put him last.
So literally, like a lot of my friends, even high school people, a lot of people, even old coworkers came, and I'm just so down. I'm trying like. And my coworkers are here, so I'm really like trying not to look what I'm looking like. So I go last, and like people are leaving. Like, I just can't wait to see a set. I can't. I had to leave. I was like, they've seen me at the comedy house after that, but they just, they had to leave. And bro, I went up there, and I had never went last before. Horrible, bro. Horrible.
It was not
I'm talking
that
about. I
bad.
was in the
It wasn't
back.
that bad.
I was in the back looking at my classmates at the bar. One of my classmates turned to his wife and was like,
It was not
He-
that
she
bad.
was- he
We
was
knew he
like-
was high though.
The nigga
But,
told me he was funny, baby. I promise he said he
"Yeah,
was
that's what I said."
There's a reason.
He's a lot funny at work. I promise you.
There's
funny at
a
work.
reason he's high.
Yeah.
Like that's
Exactly,
They just
yeah.
start giving, they just like giving a reason. Just like he had a lot of drink tonight.
I mean, they
Nice.
came to the comedy house, so they know I'm funny. But yeah, that night was not a good night at all. I was just trying to all this stuff that wouldn't work, throwing in. I even threw in old stuff that didn't work that night. So I was like, all right.
I don't even remember that. That's
Oh,
the
I
crazy
remember.
part.
I remember. So
I don't remember him doing bad.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
don't
don't,
remember him doing bad either.
I don't know, but he's hard
think
on himself though.
The funniest night was when he had to go out behind Michael Goodwin.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I came
yeah.
back from Charlotte. I did the
Yeah,
penthouse
yeah,
thing.
He didn't know, but he didn't even know though.
No.
he didn't
And
even know.
he had to
was
go
going
behind Michael Goodwin, and that was. And I'm talking about Mike did like what 10 minutes of
And
straight
just killing.
and killing.
But he did well though.
Yeah,
after
he
Michael.
did because
Yeah,
he was like, yo, if I know he had a couple of jokes. He was like, if anybody asks you, my name is Michael Goodwin.
Yeah, that
I
was
was
funny.
dying laughing.
Yeah, because I went after Mike Goodwin. It was horrible.
I was. I went at them like my set was cool, but I could definitely see it in everybody's face. Just like the other black dude was funny.
Nah, I went after him at Art Bar one time.
I did that shit, too.
They switched it up.
Yeah, I remember that night. Yeah.
They were supposed to put somebody else after me, but they opted out and they put him after me. No, they put him before me. Actually, it wasn't. I was before him.
Yep.
So when I went after him, I wasn't intimidated by going after him because I think he kind of saw, that he was.
He knew he did 3 minutes. I don't think he did the whole 5.
He just kind of was like, I don't like, he didn't feel the vibe. The vibe wasn't cool. But I got up there and look, when I tell you silence, it was dead silence. I was just like cracking my jokes. I'm like,
They were tough on him though.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, they were
I went
tough. They were
at
tough.
after Mike Goodwin after he was on a roll. That man almost went for 10 minutes. Like at Art Bar when you're supposed to go for 5. That motherfucker just like he was just on a roll. Then
that
it
was
just
the
like,
first time I met him.
Yeah, and then he was just
No
like
cuss at all.
exactly. And then it was just like Michael Mack. And then like the funniest thing I said was like calling Trump a circus peanut, and like that was the only reaction I got. But I could see it in everybody's face. It's just like we want the other black dude. Like that's why y'all racist. Like I want to see that shit so
Bro,
bad.
when I say talking about that, I have done 2 like country bars back to back. I did a country bar in Pickens, South Carolina, and I did a country bar in Catawba, South Carolina. And
Pickens and Catawba.
yeah, there's no Indians in Catawba, guys. Don't worry about it.
They just stole the Indians' land.
Yeah.
And in Pickens,
And kept the name.
they just keep picking cotton. Like those are 2 racist names.
Literally, I started both of those shows with the same thing. I said, hey, what do you guys do here for fun? In Pickens, they said nothing. In Catawba, they said weed. And I was like, I can see that one. But yeah, both of them have rebel flags everywhere.
I just found out Lynchburg is a place.
yeah.
And then it was messed up because like that shit happened this morning at work. Like the superintendent was telling us why we wasn't getting paid properly, and then not like why he wasn't going to fight for us. And he was like, yeah, I was also checking out the numbers in Lynchburg, and I don't know why, but it felt like he looked at me when he said it because it was like me and one other black dude. So it was like he said Lynchburg, and he looked like both of us. Like I was just like, nigga, you and I was just sitting there like, I'm glad. he
Brother,
just said
brother,
listen.
hold on.
But I couldn't tell if he was just like, oh shit, I just said this in front of black people. Just like yeah, that's right. I know what to take you, motherfuckers. I didn't know what his reaction was telling me.
Well, the one that the show didn't pick is, man, when I say I was the only black person in there, because I wanted to start the show with Happy Juneteenth, and then I got there and I was like, not here. There's no one here celebrating
That would be
Juneteenth in
funny.
here.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been hilarious. You could pull it off. You got the personality to
Thanks,
do it.
buddy. I didn't have the protection.
The guts, the protection.
Yeah.
Nah, the funniest shit though, we was at Rock Hill, and then this motherfucker.
You tell your version. You tell your version, and I'll tell mine.
This man sat here was doing this like this joke about like the 27-year-old thing.
Yeah.
So 26, my bad. So the motherfucker was just sitting there getting madder and madder, and he was like, yeah, and I was just like, nigga, and then he was like, oh, I don't know if I can say that. Y'all say it too, and then like all the white, like all the white people got quiet, but then like me and the other black dude was just dying laughing, and then everybody was just like, oh shit, he figured it out.
It wasn't hard to find
Oh
out.
yeah, you see that road that
Yeah.
place is on.
So my version of the story was
It was funny as fuck.
I said the N word, yes I did, and then I was like, if it's any reason for them to kick me out, let me just go with it, So, because I think the owner was there, and I know the owner stayed for majority of my set.
That motherfucker from Boston, bro. You know that nigga.
Oh man, yeah. Oh.
Talking about Corrado.
No, the owner,
owner.
Chris don't care.
Chris don't give a shit.
Chris is all about freedom of speech, bro.
Yeah. Chris
I
don't.
remember when I first did I did a Corrado over my night. I was like, okay. I went up there with sauce. It was like some Son of Anarchy type shit. I said, yo, so where you got me at? It was me and my cousin, so it's two Puerto Ricans.
Oh yeah.
Two Puerto Ricans and a black guy walking to a bar.
I know, it was
DR is on
Darius
Katie.
it's like real small.
Yeah.
Bro, I said, he was
is
like, yeah.
beside like a whole bunch of other stores, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
So and I'm going in and I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at Sauce is already there with his tight pants. And he comes out and I'm like, bro, where are we at? And he was like, oh man, it's cool. But I went in there, I said, oh Lord. That's the first time I met Josh with the beard.
Okay.
I met Shadow Man.
Oh man, Josh with the beard, the homie, bro.
I met a lot of people that day.
The
Shadow
beard.
Man is a superhero comic that flies in from time to time to do
And
comedy.
like that day I was like, I had you gotta get hit of Michael Garrett. Sometimes you be like, I can see why y'all coming out here.
Oh man.
But yeah, it was.
My wildest Chris Cross story is a place called Koozies, and I don't know what I said to this lady, but she threatened to stab me with a knife,
Oh.
and I don't believe in assaulting anyone, man or woman. But I said, ma'am, if you try to stab me, I will front kick you. Like, this is Sparta. Because she didn't say, like, she literally said, I will stab you. Like, she had said a bunch of stuff to other comedians, but I was the only person she was going to stab. So I was like, oh,
At least you had a better reception with them other white ladies.
yeah. Oh, yeah, they wanted
Like,
some. They
right,
wanted some of that. They wanted some of this.
They were trying to turn this nigga to his own joke.
Yeah.
This nigga
Oh, yeah.
Like, my motherfucking 27.
Once they found out I was cleaning old people, they were like, oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I started doing Trump impressions at this place that Corrado had a spot in, and I didn't survey the room. I did not look at the room, man, and I'm up there like, you guys, all the shit, and I'm laughing at myself, and then I'm like a minute into my set, I don't like peaches, and do all of this shit, and I look up, and everybody's looking at me like this, and I was like, so this is not the place to do this shit. So I literally started doing I started singing. So I was like, fuck it, y'all gonna start shucking and jiving, motherfucker, shucking and jiving. Hey, you gotta give the people what they want. So
I did that shit with a white crowd. It was actually an art bar. It was like a really sensitive crowd. And then I just I worked on one set with two of my homies, and then I forgot that I was hanging out with like niggas, and so I was like, oh shit, I should take out all the niggas. But then I ain't think about it till like I was done with the joke, and everybody was just staring at me, just confused, just like, are we supposed to be supportive right now?
Our bar is like, bro. I remember my second time being at the art bar. I was like, I was bombing so bad. I was like, you're bombing so bad. You waiting for the guy with the light. I like, yo, where the hell is Patrick at, bro? I was like, please hit this light on me, man.
I did a handicap joke at Art Bar one time. When I tell you
remember
that
that
shit
shit.
was so bad. It was so bad.
Nah, because it was me.
They were
it was
laughing.
me and Pudgy in the
Yeah,
back, and
they were
you told
cracking.
us you like you could hear us. I was like, how? He was like, you was the only two niggas laughing.
They
I
were
was just
cracking
like-
up, but everybody else is like, you don't like handicapped people.
And I love the fact that Pudgy's handicapped. So that's
I know.
that's what makes this story.
It was funny. It was a
that
funny
shit
joke.
was hilarious.
It's
And
one of-
then
Pudgy's one of the most like coolest handicapped people in the world because he can take he's gonna
He wasn't always handicapped.
yeah.
It's it's not a
But-
handicap to him.
Especially when I introduce because I be giving
You know how to-
no, this
I give
isn't a
him
handicap.
hell.
This is an asset.
I give him hell every time I introduce him.
Why you looking at bro?
It's more of a-
You making it sound like we ain't saying
It's not-
shit. He done said to us before.
Oh yeah, no, I give him hell every time I introduce him. Open mic night. Oh man, I be calling him a double dutch champion.
It's horrible, dog. It's so fucking
I said-
horrible.
We are all friends with these people.
I said he won the gold medal. in
Friends
the
like
100
that.
meter relay.
Who needs enemies? Who needs enemies?
I said
We're all friends. We're all friends.
Nah.
he called me today. He was like, "Yo, we do open mic night tonight?" I was like, "Yeah, we doing open mic night." He was like, "I'll be there." I was like, "Better leave now."
But we're all friends, like I said.
I did that
That's so
joke one time
horrible.
with Rory. Y'all might not know Rory, but he's the one that had like the speech problem, like he stuttered, and then I did that shit with I was just like one time I wanted to kill like 2 hours, so I went on a walk with Pudgy, and I didn't want to be bored, so I brought Rory along, had a great conversation.
And my joke was nowhere near as bad as these motherfuckers.
Oh man.
I mean, they was laughing, but everybody else in there was just like those are really nice people. And I'm just like,
I be looking at
Fuck 'em.
Pudgy. I be looking at Pudgy. I was like,
Damn, I mean,
I look at,
He on a
and
pudgy
you know, it's
roll,
funny because
right?
it reminds me of that time everybody had religious jokes, and then Nesta was the one on edge. She was just like, listen, God gonna hit y'all niggas with lightning. He ain't killing me. I'm good.
Nah, he had the worst religious joke ever.
yeah, for real, bro.
you talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I
Are you
still
proud
got
of it? You say, oh
I
yeah.
know, oh yeah.
Oh, I still got it in my back pocket. I haven't busted it out in a while, but
I'm gonna say my religious jokes done got me some
I said I was like my religious joke is when I get to the pearly gates, I don't want to argue with Peter and tell Jesus to come outside. And he's like, Jesus don't want to come outside, so Jesus can take sticks to the hand, but he can't take a joke.
All right, let's let that joke burn here.
That's horrible.
Let that
dog.
joke
Oh,
burn.
yo.
Let's let it burn here where it's on the internet now.
Look, it tripped me out because when our friend to Cedric,
Oh,
he
loved your joke.
he was in the crowd.
Cracking.
But that, I'm about to say, like the religious joke I did, that shit. I had a lady literally just like try to tell me to pray after I got done with my set,
yeah.
and I was just like, ma'am, you need more prayer than me. Like, look at yourself. Like, get the fuck out my face.
Look,
I finally had an audience. This was 2 years ago. It was one of those Gregory Hardy shows at just like brewery spots.
Excuse me, I didn't
And
do that. I didn't even do that shit.
but literally, I looked at the table and it was 8 Jehovah's Witnesses I knew. Like I'm not one anymore, but I knew them. Like I knew they were Jehovah's Witnesses. Like I looked at that table and they looked at me like, and I was like, all right,
Traitor.
I'm talking about just like inside jokes that like they knew I was talking shit. Like don't get me wrong, it was not a great set. Like if you weren't Joe Wins, you had no idea the jokes I was making. But I felt better.
my mom looked at one of my sets online, and she was like, "Can you please not talk about God? Can we please just not do that?" You know, like no.
Yeah, I stopped using most of my God ones. One was the one with what if God masturbated?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "He got the whole world in his hands." I mean,
It's funny, you know.
horrible. It's horrible. I can't
But it's funny.
because it
It's
is.
funny.
I got a couple of them, but I just can't. You can't use them, so you just. There's no way I could fit it. I couldn't fit it in. So
That's what she said.
I keep
Who
my
said-
religious jokes. I just had to
Jesus.
take certain tags out. Like the old people part, I take that tag out.
yeah, I could do religion, but when you start being specific about stuff,
yeah.
that's when I think it man. Like, cause like Jesus riding on ass, like all of that stuff
But
is.
it's like it's true. You know what I mean? It's not. We ain't making it up. You know what I mean? Jesus did take steak. Well, he took steaks to the wrist. He didn't take it to
I mean, if we go
Yeah,
deep, we don't know if any of it's true.
Yeah. I mean, I think.
You just like it. We being honest.
This motherfucker really was just like, like look, the atheists have a point. Like this nigga really want to go.
Yeah, it's like it's done in jest. I mean, the foundation of jokes.
This is real.
All these handicap jokes and everything else. Now
Now
as
we're
soon
talking
as I
about
get this one topic, he knows if he's real or that.
You had more practice than we did.
Or the spirit. Or the spirit knows if he's real.
That is so terrible.
You had more practice than we did. We didn't.
That's why you should listen. Like, just give him points. Like,
I know what I'm talking about, motherfucker.
Other
What?
scenes today.
once you stop, yeah, okay.
This was a great time, by the way. This is,
Thanks, man. Well, we appreciate you, man.
Like, this
Anytime
is
you want to
like-
come back,
like,
man.
that probably was like a random plug, but like, yeah, this is really fun.
So did y'all hear Kyle Kuzma deleted the Lakers on Instagram? like motherfucker, thank you.
Yeah. Like, I hope they don't give him a password to get back in the gym.
Like thank
He'd be
you.
like,
What-
click, 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 click,
They,
click. Wait a minute.
they talking about
Click, click,
they
click.
talking about trading him for it's like think Kyle Kuzma, Montreal Harrell, and like a pick for like Kyle Lowry.
I always wonder, like,
I wouldn't do
like
that.
if somebody
I
got
wouldn't
hit.
choose Kyle. I wouldn't
Oh, they
trade.
talking about trading him for real?
Yeah, and I knew they were going to trade
I
him.
delete your Instagram too. I paid his hell too.
I wouldn't trade him for Lowry though.
I'm paid. I'm
Because
paid.
you're not getting a good return. Because
Yeah.
Lowry is in his 30s. Like, why would I do that? I
better-
wouldn't trade a young guy
It's
for
even-
an
All
old
this-
guy.
thing
this even
Kyle
value.
cares about is looking good. That's the only thing. That
Yeah,
man's a
but I
model.
would
He ain't a
rather
basketball
trade.
player.
I would rather trade him and a couple of people for Ben Simmons before I trade for Kyle Lowry.
Ben Simmons.
No,
so
get
he can go
LaMelo.
over 3.
Well, he ain't getting a medal.
I'm going straight for Lamelo.
But you wouldn't get him.
No, I'm
you
not-
wouldn't get him for Kyle
no,
Kuzma.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you right
You
now.
would never get him for Kyle Kuzma.
Charlotte is not getting rid of
Nah,
LaMelo.
LaMelo is a.
He's the
LaMelo,
future,
he's,
bro.
He's one of the
Bruh.
I'm saying
top
it here.
10
He's the
point guards
future.
already.
that
and he's
that
not. Yeah.
team is gonna be something.
Yeah, they're gonna be good. They just didn't have the experience this year.
Hold on.
And,
The real question is, how long does he stay in Charlotte?
he'll be there. I think he'll be
I
there.
think
Because it's a small city, but it's a city that'll embrace him. He can be a superstar in Charlotte.
When he becomes a free agent, you tell me if the Lakers don't pull up on him.
Well, I'm not
At
saying
that
that
point,
wouldn't
though,
happen, but
at
then,
that point,
then he's
LeBron
still
might
going to
be
be,
out.
but he's
So
still going
it's
to be,
just
he's
like-
still going to be a backup. I mean, not backup, but he's still going to be a second tier star to Anthony Davis if Anthony Davis is still on the team.
Anthony Davis.
That's fine for rings. I'm talking about where you want to live. Well, you only got to live there for what,
But
3 months.
he grew up there though, so it's like that's not a.
Hills, yeah.
Yeah, he's not like that's not. If it was someplace that he never lived, I could see that. But he's lived there, so I don't think that's gonna. I think he'd
And
be.
not even
I think
just
he'd
live
rather
there, live there with money.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think he'd rather be. I think he'd shine better in L.A. I mean, in the Clippers than he would with the Lakers.
And the thing that blew my mind was since he grew up with money, he knows how to quote unquote hide. Where they talked about Cam Newton, which everybody's seen Cam Newton in Charlotte. He didn't grow up. I mean, he grew up okay later on, but like he didn't really actually grow up rich till later on in his life. So that's where his family doing okay.
I was gonna say that dad is a preacher.
Yeah, like they.
Preachers.
I mean, later on, but not like I
Yeah.
guess not the early years. So like it's a sense of like he's so used to not being seen where you can just see Cam Newton anywhere.
Yeah, Cam Newton is a people person, man.
Yeah.
Like he legit
Like-
is out in the community driving his truck. Like he's
He's took pictures with people at Whole Foods at
Yeah.
least
Oh,
100
yeah,
times.
I got
he was at a birthday party that I DJ.
Yeah, my cousin.
and he was the biggest man I ever seen. You know,
I can't imagine.
don't do it, man.
No. Hey, what was Tiger Woods like?
I've never met Tiger Woods.
I got him, partner.
My cousin.
We did it. We did it, guys.
My cousin ended up meeting him at the airport. And my cousin's like he's built and he's like 6'1", 6'2", and he made him look like.
Yeah, he made me look like me standing next to Michael. That's how I looked. I mean,
Now you know who's also
I ain't
tell
even
my
that. I ain't even that tall. I ain't even that much taller than him. Like
you know
I'm like an inch or two taller than you.
Yeah,
Like
no, but you know who's also who's big, Tim Tebow.
yeah.
Tim Tebow, that's a big boy.
you know,
He's a thick white boy.
I met Jadavion Clowney in high school. That was
Oh yeah,
That was
yeah,
a-
Davion. I saw him.
that
in high
was
school, too.
that was
Yeah.
a terrifying
Oh, my God.
experience. Like I was happy for him.
He-
Like I wanted the nigga to
Yo,
leave.
Hey, let me tell you something. So my nephew is on age with him. What's the guy name that used to the running back from USC?
Lattimore?
Lattimore, and Carlos Dunlap, and all of those guys. They all played the same year in high school. I took my nephew to the gym right there on Sand Hills.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So they were doing a a Nike camp. I don't know if it was Nike or not. I don't think that was Nike, but it was a camp. They were doing a camp, so everybody was, performing for the college athletes and the college recruiters. So Jadavion and Lattimore comes in. Now they came in separately. Lattimore comes in with a group of people, with him. Like he had his own entourage. He has trainers.
Just said niggas.
I'm trying to be politically correct, but he had rubber bands with him. They had all the stuff. Jadavion walks in. I swear to God, that was somebody's father. Now this boy is in high school.
Oh no,
he was in high school.
Yeah,
this nigga, he was the biggest man in the entire fucking building. All of the scouts and everything was walking in. They was just looking at him like, oh my.
Well, I used to bounce at Wild Wings back in the day, and C-Spray had a show out there. They had a C-Spray radio show out there.
Yeah.
And Clowney came in, and I was like, bro, if he gets in a fight, who's gonna grab him? I'm like, I'm not going to. The man's like 6'7", like legit. And
yeah,
just
but
like,
if it's 10, it's 5 y'all.
No, it's not, bro. I'm not, bro. It's no way.
He's a very intimidating dude.
I know. I've seen him. I've seen him in real life. When South Point played our high school, I remember him being like a man amongst boys. But you, as a bouncer, I know you say that as a joke, but like,
no, I'm not saying that as a joke. I was for real, bro. I look, bro, and I don't really care. Like I'm a bouncer. I'm the type of person that it is what it is. We gonna have to scrap. No, I'm thinking twice with him. Like,
so
bro,
what about me?
Oh yeah, I'm throwing your little ass out. I'm tossing your little ass out of here. He's gone.
I'm mad Mike said that with confidence too. Like, hey, what about me, nigga?
I'm throwing your little ass out.
Like, come on, bro.
That's like, oh
Wow.
Like he said, that shit just like we would have an amazing fight. This shit would be choreographed about like Mortal Kombat. They want to hire us for the next movie.
Bro, and that's like,
I'm really saying this because you was trying to get my ass kicked.
That's a big dude too.
Waka Flocka,
He's
6'5",
6'4",
Yeah,
6'5".
6'4".
Yeah, he's a big dude.
And the whole time I'm like he came in at the last minute.
Yeah, now you. That's funny. That shit took a little minute.
I know we'll talk about it.
So he came at the last minute, and everybody was like, "Yo, fry up the fries and everything. We about to close." And he comes up, dance me up. He was like, "Yo, do this sell wings here?" Motherfucker says Wild Wings. Like, yo.
Did you say that?
No, I just looked at him like it was stupid.
You should look at him and be like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Nah, because he had a guy with a book bag, and I'm guessing the book bag didn't have books in it. So, but the whole time I'm like, bro, because it was St. Patrick's Day weekend, and I was there from 2 in the afternoon to like 2. It was like 2:30 at night, and I was like, bro, I want to go home. This dude ordered like 30 wings. And I just want to go home. Everybody taking pictures with him. I'm over here like, hey, yo, so when y'all leave, you got to leave out this door. You know that, right? Like, trying to get them out of there. I was like, bro, I ain't care. I was like, bro, I was tired. I was about to play Short But Shorty.
I seen that just pop back up on social media. I was like, yo, this used to be the time back in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So would you like to share that story, Mike?
All right.
No names.
So
and not where we were.
So like a buddy of mine. Oh, nah, that's what you're talking about. So
what story are you talking about?
I was talking about earlier about my boy that wanted to come out, and he was trying to be like, tell that pussy nigga to come out. I was like, this is nigga's a personal trainer. He was like, that don't mean he can fight. It's like, nigga, that don't mean I can. Like, the fuck you talking about? But nah. So like, we're performing somewhere, and like this dude has this girl with him, and like this girl got like big ass titties. So I just noticed that shit when I walked in. It was just kind of random. I was just like, damn, Mike, that girl got big ass titties. And he looked.
And I was like, no, sir, we don't talk about women like that. Go ahead.
That's a fucking lie. That nigga look. But you know, like that's how you can tell when a nigga. That's how you can tell when a nigga.
That's what
like,
I told him, baby.
That's how you tell when a nigga very. Because he didn't even express it as he just expressed it as a fact. That's something to notice. He was just like, yeah, she does. And then like looked away, and I was just like, damn, nigga, you could compliment the titties. That ain't a problem. But nah. And so like after the show,
he cannot.
I guess. But like after the show, I didn't realize the girl sat next to me, and then like we just having a conversation and shit. And then I forgot that she had a boyfriend for a second. But it was like I'm completely innocent the whole time because it's just a fun conversation on like anime, because we're both anime fans, and so like we just having a conversation about anime. I swear to God, like I made jokes with you, but for real, like I'm innocent the whole time. And then next thing you know, like the dude sits down next to her, and like the motherfucker got long hair, so like he fixes his hair, and I'm like, I don't know what that means with white men, so I'm just gonna bounce.
Now, this is my part of this story. I see him talking to this girl, and I'm just like, you just having a good conversation. I'm talking to the comedian. So he's talking to the comedian's girlfriend. And I'm just like, we're talking about something. And what his girlfriend does, I see it, he sees it. Conversation just stops. His girlfriend just scoots up just a little bit to Mike, and we're talking about something. The reason why I can't remember what we're talking about, he stopped that conversation like that. Like he didn't end on anything. He just he heard the chair move. I saw the chair move, and he just like and just stopped the conversation and went and sat down. And that's what this part.
And I didn't even notice the shit. I was just sitting there like legit.
Oh, I noticed it.
Yeah,
that man walked over like every night. I got to fight for my love.
I see some girls do some like dirty, like as a bouncer. And I know you know because you used to be bouncing too. Bro, like look, every night at Wild Wings, I used to go up there, eat before I go on the job. So I'm out there chilling. This is a girl and her dude. They're on a date. You can tell it's their first date and shit like that. So we chilling. So I'm chilling. I'm just. He was like, "Hey man," he was like, "What's up?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You Puerto Rican?" He was like, I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, me too. I was like, congratulations. I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck you talking to me for? Like, so you can tell the girl getting bored. So next thing you know, he was like, I'm going to the restroom. I'm going to the restroom. I started talking to the girl. Me and the girl having a conversation and everything. So cool. Bro, he comes back. They pay the bill. Girl leaves a napkin for the bartender. Bartender was like, yo, girl asked me to give you this. It was a phone number. On the date, I was like, damn, B. I was like, I called her too. I was like,
so your ass wasn't innocent. My ass
bro, you was dummy.
I think I asked y'all this before, but I don't think I asked you this. Have you ever had like long time ago? You ever like did a show and like had sex after the show, like with one of the audience members?
Nah.
Long time ago.
I never did that.
I've done it twice, and both times I just always wanted to be like, what joke got us here? Like, what joke?
I never had that experience. Well, I've been doing it for years of change. So.
Yeah. I was like, what joke got me to pussy? Like,
that's all. Yeah, that's like it was just like yes.
I mean, if your girlfriend counts, yes. I guess that's it.
No.
Like,
I've done it all the time. Then,
nigga, did you pick up a bitch from the show?
I've done it all the time. That's it.
So what's up?
Imagine doing this like you in a relationship or some shit. Like no, baby, I never did this shit before.
Well, I don't have a girlfriend right now. So
you just got hoes. Yeah, so this motherfucker makes sure his hoes.
Anybody that I'm talking to is not a hoe, man.
So he has multiple nice
I
women.
didn't say that. I'm just not specifying.
I love the way T. Leafs moved it around. Like, actually, I'm the hoe. This is
I'm not a hoe.
It's like I fuck the finest quality of women. Motherfucker, make sure to put the correct vowel in there.
Motherfucker had like that wine bottles.
Like, I got my taste is exquisite.
What's that box shit? It ain't the box shit. This is top.
Merlot.
Nigga said I get a variety set.
Merlot. I drink Merlot.
Variety set of pussy. In a sorted box of pussy.
I drink that peanut Grigio.
Oh, like, yo, when
Grigero, peanut Grigero.
What the fuck is that? It was like it's a wine. Like, motherfucker, I ain't an alcoholic like y'all. Fuck y'all. Most women are alcoholics when they be like, yo, I drink wine every day. Yeah, you need AA. You do. My sister got a big ass glass. I'm talking about the whole bottle can fit in. I was like, motherfucker, just drink out the bottle then. I was like, you don't even need a glass. Just.
No, you got just the look, the feel. You gotta.
I don't like wine. I tasted that shit one time. I was like,
I ain't never tried it.
Wine will get you messed up, bro. I promise you. It will get you messed up fast.
I heard it get you a stupid headache.
Yeah,
anything though.
Yeah, but wine will sneak up on you and take you out.
Yeah.
Like don't trip on wine. Like I done got fucked up on some wine. Like I done got fucked up on some wine that I didn't get on Hennessy. So I mean, don't sleep on. I'm
serious. You can budget on wine. Like if you get like just like even a cheap wine can fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like if you ever want to go out and budget.
Yeah.
I can believe that shit because when I worked at CVS.
Oh, that is gasoline. Taylor Port is gasoline. That is not.
I don't know how people drink that.
Listen. They had a R&B used to have this thing called Taylorport Tuesdays.
Oh,
That
Jesus.
my homeboy used to $2 glasses of Taylorport. I had never had Taylorport before, so I had like 4 glasses.
This shit sound like a cigarette.
It make you feel like a blunt.
You gotta drink it with a Newport.
No, you gotta drink it with a chick from Two Notch Road. Like it is.
Guys, if you're listening, wonder why that's funny. Two Notch Road is not the best side of town in Columbia.
Yeah, and that's where I was on too. Listen, man, I
miss the R&B days.
man.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You really don't. He's lying like hell.
Nah, they were
R&B
alright.
R&B was
Because we
like,
don't do it right now. And we had to go to R&B. We were trying to do this R&B's right now.
it would be a shock to our system. It would be a shock to our system. R&B was like boot camp. Like
It
for real.
was.
Because like what happened was like the first time that I ventured off to another open mic outside of Columbia was Diaria's when I went to Chris's set. And so that's when I was like, okay, I guess I am funny other places. You know, so but R&B had me feeling like I wasn't funny.
Bro.
I know Michael probably was like, this dude ain't funny. Like, what the heck is going on? I
Who,
think that
me?
was the first time. Yeah, I think that might have been the first time that
I didn't think you weren't funny.
Well, I didn't know. It just seemed like that because I didn't think I had any. I didn't really do sets when I was
Well,
hosting.
you did great host. That was a terrible room to host in.
Yeah,
Bro,
it was
when-
a rough one.
When T-Lick had to fight every day
Every
with that jukebox,
Oh man,
bruh, can you
because
please?
I had to pay people $5, giving them money back so they can stop playing music while we was doing comedy.
I was like, can you please?
Why wouldn't they
not play
unplug
the
it for
jukebox?
us though?
I don't know. Like, you know, so the owner, he didn't usually come until late if he came at all. And then the other owner that I know, he that's just like a side business for him. So he's not there all the time. So really the communication wasn't really there between everybody. And, you know, the dude just liked his music. Like that was his thing. Like he wasn't all there. But he was
I was
definitely
with the headphones.
yeah, he wasn't all there.
But I
so.
thought staff would unplug it. Like you're the DJ plus the MC. So
Yeah,
Staff-
the
staff
staff
was-
they didn't want to
were
really
busy.
be there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they legit like, you know, they were only open because we were there. And at first, you
They're
know, we didn't
fine
have a
asses.
whole lot of people in there.
They was-
So,
they
but
was- they
it
was so
started
fine,
getting a
too.
little big.
yeah, I wish we get that couple that came all the time. I wish they would come over this side
Oh
of town.
yeah, I did.
But I understand. I get it. You know, because they said they live pretty close to that place. I guess, you know, that's
That's
their
right
spot.
there. A lot of people stayed pretty
Yeah.
close to there.
Yeah, if that's your spot, I get it. Come downtown sometime.
They had some fine bartenders.
He caught up on one. Adrian, if you're listening.
No,
Sorry,
whatever.
I name drop.
You just did.
I said I did. I don't care.
Oh, I think you said
we don't
I
care
want
about
to.
names.
That's the homie.
Whatever.
What was the CVS thing you about to say about the
Oh
wine?
yeah, like CVS sells cheap wines and like
Oh, yeah,
old retired bitches would come in all the time and buying the
Sit at
same
home.
ones, and I would just be sitting there like, I didn't know if it was because they was broke or just because it tasted good. So I wasn't trying to judge nobody's life.
I used to deliver them shits.
Yeah, sit.
Oh.
Yeah, sit.
Because I used to work for a liquor company before I wrecked the truck. That's a whole nother story. But and we had to go inside. Like when it was liquor, we just put the boxes where they need to go and call it a day. That wine, you had to go. You had to bring the boxes in, let them check it, then bring it to the wine section, put it up for them. I was like, man, I ain't doing all this, man. Then that's when I figured out Snoop had his own wine.
I didn't even know that shit.
Yeah, Snoop
Yeah.
got his own wine. With
It's red, but
Crime.
it's called Crip something. But it is red.
crime, yeah, it's Christian Tide something, but it's from with Crime. It's a wine called Crime and stuff like that. They got a couple of bottles that are pretty good.
Man, talk about branding. That Urkel marijuana.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's and like he grew it like what the company grew it for like so long, and I guess they did so many different tests on it, but like it's good. Plus branding, it does have the Urkel bow tie and everything, and you know you just never see that coming, but like that made him a millionaire. Like apparently he wasn't a millionaire before then. He wasn't broke, but like now
Yeah.
he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Oh, you know he
He hanging out with some
he-
big wheels now.
because back
Is
you
he-
think about it, Urkel after Family Matters, he really didn't do too much.
I mean, still,
Well,
like,
he get the royalties
yeah.
from the
Yeah,
show.
but-
It's not, but I mean, he gets good royalties. Like that, Family Matters is
Yeah.
on all the time,
on
every
4 different
day,
networks.
every day.
I love the fact that he was like, somebody called him broke, and he was like, look, my son is in a private school where everybody else is private kids. I know Kevin Hart. Like I know.
Yeah.
We all at the same PTA meetings. Like,
Yeah, like so. Yeah, and this is the crazy thing about it is he's still famous. Like the thing that messed him up is the thing that made him famous. You know, he couldn't get other serious roles because he played Urkel, and that's
Carlton the same way.
Yeah. A lot of people.
yeah, Carlton
suffer
just
from
get
that.
game shows now.
Yeah, but that's his
He do make them
personality.
shits funny,
so-
though.
No, he's fun. He's a talented guy. Like Carlton is super talented. He can dance. He can sing.
He's Will Smith's friend.
Yes, that too.
But that's the thing about it. When after he did Fresh Prince of Bel Air,
Yeah, it's tough to get a.
That
gig.
was
Can-
you look at him and you were like Carlton. You don't think Alfonso. You think of Carlton because he did
He's doing
in
better.
the house.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did it now.
He
That
did
was
in
it was okay.
and
But
that was okay with all that, but
he's doing better than Hillary. Hillary had Measure of Pain and what else?
that's it. No, she had another movie.
she had something else. She did a Tyler Perry movie. I
Exactly.
believe.
She got that. Yeah,
Yeah, but still, is she? Then you can say she's doing
Yeah,
better than
better
Tatiana Ali.
better than Aunt Viv.
Tatiana, you think?
Black Aunt Viv.
Oh, that was the the dark skin Aunt Viv.
I'm glad they made up.
I don't know if that was TV.
That was TV, buddy. What's she about to be on? You seen her or anything?
Bitter. That's about it.
She that was TV.
Bro, like they.
I'm glad they didn't cover it up because him saying she was hard to work with probably did damage her forever.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it did. I'm sure that had something to do with it. But I actually believe him too though. So I think that was.
She was mad. She was mad because she was like, "Well, we all been actors. He just started becoming an actor, and he gets the TV show. It's called the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. It ain't called the Fresh Auntie of Bel Air. You know what I
Fresh
mean?
Vivian.
I'm glad they slid over the James Avery thing too because apparently she had said some very horrible things as James Avery
Yeah.
about being gay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, she definitely showed who she was with her bitterness. You know, when they started talking about it, and she was just like doing the blame game. It's kind of like, even if that happened, do you think that's a good? Like coming at Will Smith, who is one of the biggest superstars ever, like that's not a good look.
My man had what, like 6-7 summers? Or just top movies?
yeah, but even Carlton said she was crazy though.
Yeah. Even Jeffrey was like, he was like, I didn't want to get in the middle of it, but
He aged well too. Like he's
most
old, but he
of them-
looked close to the same age as on the show.
yeah,
I
most of them aged pretty well, except for Aunt Viv, the light skinned Aunt Viv. She didn't age well.
I didn't know James Avery was that much that big into theater like that.
Yeah, he was a talented actor. Yeah,
Which is it was crazy,
big
man.
man too.
It was crazy. I remember my drama teacher telling me this amazing woman. She said, "It's crazy that like our father figures were gay black men." Like she was just like that. Just shows how well actors they were.
Sherman Hemsley, he was gay.
The Family Matters. He was gay,
He was gay. Yeah.
and it was just like that. Just showed how talented they were.
Carl?
Not saying they couldn't be.
Carl
yeah,
was
Carl's
gay.
gay
Carl
man.
How you know that?
Yeah, Carl. And it it doesn't matter in the long run, but I understood what she was saying. Like it just showed like that's how well actors like you didn't know when you saw them in the role.
Well, I think part of it is that those are the only opportunities other than Heathcliff Huxtable that we got to see some level of emotion in a positive light.
Well, they fired the guy
from
from
a
Good
father.
Times too.
Yeah, well, James was a different type of dad. He was a hard ass dad. Fred Sanford was a different type of dad. He was a hard ass dad. But once those shows started coming out in the '90s and the latter '80s, you had those dads were a lot more sensitive and can cry and be okay with it. And so I mean, not to say that it only took a gay man to do that.
And let me
Show
make
the
it
full
100% clear though. There's nothing wrong with gay men raising children. I got 4 friends that are gay. All them raised kids. It's amazing.
Yeah, nah, but it's
Don't say no. Don't.
No,
Yes.
no, 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 no.
He was like,
Yes.
nah, but
No,
them
it's-
gay dads and kids.
They're amazing. Trust me, bro.
man.
Like they're amazing though. Like they're amazing
I
fathers.
was talking about the show, but I think James Avery has a like. I don't think I can see anybody else do that role.
Well, yeah, he played it well.
He played
enough.
it so well.
But I mean, I could see other people.
Yeah, I was
do it.
about.
I can't.
But yeah, you love him in the role. Like that's easy to. He was an easy guy to like. Him and Fresh Prince, him and Will had a very good chemistry that played off of each other.
Especially
So,
the one with
his
the dad.
daddy.
Oh,
He don't
man.
love me no more. Why he don't want me?
But
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. This shit, I think
That is
down.
that is the one. I mean, Will had an interview about that, talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
it, and then like just the emotion he showed in the interviews. I was just sitting there like damn, motherfucker, I already cried at the episode too.
Oh, bro, real talk.
But my still favorite clip is still the new on video. Be like, Jeff is like, she looked different, don't it? And he just holds her
Yeah,
back.
that was funny. Yeah, that was funny. And I like the fact that they improv'd that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And didn't make it weird. But it was definitely weird.
No, because I think that first episode they had to. You had to make it known.
Yeah.
You got to make it known.
Yeah, they weren't gonna kill her, so they was like, let's just put somebody new in, way light skin.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
like,
because
whoa.
it was.
And it was funny though, because it's like, because when I remember when I first saw it, I was just sitting there like, they couldn't just find somebody similar skin tone, or
But and then the thing is, the new on Viv, they ain't had that much like role. Her roles were like limited.
but then that was
Yeah,
after
she only
the-
has like four episodes where I'm like, okay, she talked. So,
the rest of it was just
Yeah,
like,
she's
like
passing-
Ashley, let's go.
passing
Like,
Yeah.
like just calling
I'm
the
pretty
kids.
sure she was like, I know why I'm here. Like,
I think the worst one was in, that got deleted was Judy from Family Matter.
went upstairs and never came
Never
back.
came back.
Never
Yeah,
came back. I was like, God.
You seen her porn?
I never seen the porn.
Okay. No, as an adult, her porn. As an
Oh
adult,
my lord.
I hurt myself and all.
But that just
Like,
tripped me
ooh.
out because they told her.
Okay, stop.
Oh my lord.
Nah, but that shit-
I hurt myself.
You ever seen a porn?
it was like 3 stages. It was just like the questioning, the realization, and then it was just like the cleanup. Just like yeah, you seen a boy?
I was like, what?
Oh
Wait a
shit!
minute.
No, listen.
But they told. I guess they told the agent that they didn't have enough money for the whole cast, and then they brought in Urkel, and then they brought in Waldo, Maxine, and she's over there like
That's
she
fucked up.
she said she was mad. I think she was mad. She was mad about the whole reunion and not being invited.
Wow.
She wasn't in enough episodes to like do clips. Shit.
Shoot, Lil Ricky ain't been that damn. He wasn't
No,
in that much either.
you know, he was in like 4 seasons.
Yeah, but I'm saying he only had like all he was doing is running in and out.
It's kind of hard to fight that argument, though. It's kind of hard to fight that argument. He was in full season.
Yeah, he was in 4 seasons, but you know what I mean. He had no role in no 4 seasons.
I'm telling you, if he had like
He had a lot
5
of-
different shirts, we can do clips.
You think about it. He had about 2 or 3 Halloweens.
Yeah,
That
but
was
in
him and
there.
the other. The
He
other
was
kid.
in 8 minutes out of 4 seasons.
Nah.
Top,
I
if
like-
that much.
Did y'all see the clip about
It's still there.
Jamal or Jamal?
Which one?
Urkel. Was it Jamal or Jamel?
Jaleel White.
Jaleel. Thank you. Jalil's, his father didn't want him to wear the dress. Well, he didn't want to wear the dress. And his
when
father
he
was
did.
like, he'll never wear this dress again. That's why there's only one episode with him with the dress on.
No,
Yeah, he wore a
When he
dress
was
in
the
one
girl,
episode.
Myrtle.
Yeah, Myrtle.
But it was more than one episode.
Nope, just one.
No, there's more than one episode of that.
Oh, he said it was just one.
It seemed like she was on there a couple of times.
She was on there a couple of times.
I can't say for certain. But
No,
it
I
seemed
remember
like
she was on there a couple of times.
Because the episode because we did the dark whatever, he was just
Yeah,
like,
'cause that was
my father
on-
didn't play that. I didn't want to do it.
That
they were
was a
really
really
mad.
big conversation at one point. Just like why it felt like big, like black like actors was wearing dresses. I mean, like you can go down.
Color.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I like when they were saying that, like, oh,
before
maybe it was
that.
a masquerade. I was like, no, that's just old theater shit.
'Cause
Like,
you think about it in Living Color, Damon Wayne, Alan Greer.
No, but they were doing it
Jamie
before.
Foxx,
But they were
yeah.
doing it before.
no, but I'm saying that's just
But
an
it-
old theater thing. Like, even if you go back to like Shakespeare and shit,
Yeah,
and
Shakespeare.
plays,
Yeah,
like that's just the
guys
old.
play women
But
part.
I think it's just one of those things. Though, if I tell you I don't want to do it, I don't want to fight over it. Like if I tell you, like, because if you want to, if you want to do it, you're gonna do it. But if I say, hey, I really don't want to do this,
You can't-
and you keep pushing it, I think that's the problem. I'm
But
sorry.
you in the contract.
Oh, no, you.
I'm just saying, like, a billionaire, like, who plays Medea?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler
Tyler.
Perry, billionaire now, but he wanted to wear a dress. Nobody made him wear the dress.
But that's the difference. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the difference. No, you're not. You're not
He's
in
the
the
owner.
contract. You're not in the contract to, as an
I'm talking
actor.
about Jaleel White.
Oh
But
yeah,
you're not in the contract to be Myrtle.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
that
you-
roles.
And
no,
this
in
ideas
acting-
they get tossed out all the time.
Yeah, it's in acting. You're not always gonna have a big say, but they can't do it without you. They'll have to replace you. Your contract is never gonna say you're contracted to be a woman. That's not how
understand
that works.
But
So.
then he would have had the role like Aunt Vivian, hard to work with.
Well, yeah, no, he wouldn't have.
I don't know-
I
I
think
don't
it
know
would
that
be
makes it hard
understood.
to
Like
work
you're gonna
with.
get that regardless as a black actor. Like if you're gonna be eight ball. If you're gonna be blackballed, you're gonna be blackballed. That's
Right.
so it's not gonna take much to get you there. But there is a level of emasculation when guys were wearing dresses when it wasn't their choice. But I think when people like comedians like Martin and some of the other guys, like they chose to do it because it was something that they had, a character that they had.
Yeah, three big mama houses later.
Yeah, exactly. but the problem is the exploitation of that, where Hollywood keeps making them do it. And trying to find other ways to make it do, because you don't see that many white men doing it. It's not. It
That's what
happen.
the conversation was centered around. It was just like,
yeah, Robert, we did it once or twice, but I'm just saying it's like you can't. But you don't see that as often as you do black men doing it. Now Tyler Perry created his own character. Martin created his own character. You can go as far back as
Patrick Swayze do it. Patrick,
that was horrible. But yeah, but
Chris Tucker did it with Fifth Element.
Yeah, Fifth Element. I don't know. He wasn't a woman, but he was definitely a gender neutral person.
So what's your price? Because I can see doing it for like my first million, but like I don't think I could do it. No, that's all jokes aside. Like a lot of comedians talk about it, it's just like, what would your price to wear a dress? And I think everybody's name slipping past me. 85 South Show. The owner, Carlos Miller. Why I gotta be the one to turn down $1 million? Everybody else been wearing dress. All these other niggas wearing dress, but I gotta be the one to turn down $1 million.
Listen.
And $1 million is really 700,000, so I would do it for 700,000.
Listen, I'd probably do it for 50. I don't give a fuck. Like money is money. Like I'm not gonna sit there. Like I know what my limit is as far as my integrity is concerned, but do I have a price on my integrity?
Looked at each other when he said that. She was just
like I dress.
The only reason why we're making this face because you're older than us. We all expected to be like, no, nigga, we ain't no dress.
I really thought
man,
you black men.
Man, have you seen some of the skits I've done?
That's a good point.
You see what I'm saying? Like I've done some stuff that I chose to do. It's my choice. But if somebody gonna pay me to do something stupid, I'll do it. Now, if I would definitely preface it with, is it something that I feel is in terrible taste? Then that would probably deter me from doing it. If it's something that I truly believe is funny, if I got a role in writing what the script is or how it plays out and whatnot, then yeah, I'll do it. I mean,
I feel like this. It's gonna be a big dress for me. That shit's gonna be a big ass.
Motherfucker, we saw 3 big mamas. Like,
nah, nigga.
Like all they gotta do is just add a length to the helmet.
You don't need the bodysuit.
No bodysuit needed here.
Nah.
Look, I'm open to any role.
I don't know.
Mike's second up again.
I might get to know. Yo. Oh,
Yeah, what's up?
we go. Share the mics like we the Temptations.
It's funny you said that. It made me think back, like 8th grade for Black History Month. We had like the 8th grade class had to do like different black people and like famous black people. So like we had like a Temptations group and stuff like that. And then there was like, all right, who gonna do Obama? And then like out of nowhere, everybody said me, and I was just like, nigga, I'm sleeping class. Why the fuck, y'all? Like, what made y'all think I'd be a good Obama? And then it was just like,
I used to like Black History Month because the only thing we saw was Temptations and Hard Heartbeats the whole
and then it was just like, it's like, cause you have a father. And I was just like, I can't be the only person in this goddamn class with a dad. But then
Everybody has a father.
It was just,
A lot of people don't have daddies.
yeah, but that shit was funny. I killed that shit though.
I thought it was gonna be something like because your name's Michael. That's some dirty shit to tell. Like, yeah, dude.
Happy times. But yeah, so I don't think I could actually do the dress thing. I don't know. Just to go back to the original topic. It's just a personal thing, man. I just couldn't see myself doing it.
If you see
and there's people who've been able to make it without having to do it. So
exactly,
it's not a necessity.
It's been proven. But if you see all 3 of us make like millions,
Nigga, it's different avenues. They're everywhere.
I got you.
What about you, Over?
I'm perfectly okay with taking a road less traveled, but I am perfectly okay doing that with a dress on.
We'll send out an Uber for you.
Yeah, appreciate that. I mean, make sure just send the valet. The fuck, nigga, cheap ass.
Hey, watch the valet dress. The valet have a dress on. Be like, I don't know why he makes me dress this.
And then have a whole speech written out. Motherfucker, this could have been you with the valet and putting this nigga in a dress yourself. But your punk ass wanted to sit there
Well,
like he was bigger than.
Dennis
I
Rodman did
promise you, it won't be a nigga. If I get a valet, it would not be a nigga.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
It would not be a nigga. It would definitely be.
Why would I?
Why would I not want
nah.
someone from another race?
It had to be a Puerto
Like,
Rican
yeah,
to
I
say
don't
that
know.
shit.
I don't know if I. I don't know if I could. Oh my Jesus!
I'm getting one of my homeboys.
You gonna put your homeboy in your dress?
No, I'm talking about not the dress. I'm talking about it's a ballet. You know
Watch
what I
out for
mean?
your
I'm talking about
his
the-
homeboys. Watch
My
out,
homeboys
fellas.
ain't work. I ain't gonna have my homeboys working for me like that.
Like, no,
Hey, you ain't no way you can be more successful than me not hearing that shit. Like, like
I'm
man, you
talking
going through a
about-
hard time? Here's that dress. Take me to the airport.
Nah, I'm talking about like if I got a homeboy that he needs a job, bro, yo, look here, drive me around.
I'm mad at your reaction on the Puerto Rican thing. Like I was just so
Drive me
terrible.
around. Hey,
And that's the
shit,
worst
that's a
thing
work-
that I
that's a
said
job.
this whole time.
Yeah.
That's a job,
I'm
bro.
not putting my. I'm not. I would hire a professional driver.
Yeah.
I would. I mean, and valet is
Professional drivers are black too. You
Yeah.
got to look a
Bro,
little bit more.
It used
But
to be a professional
I mean, I'll
driver.
get like so. My homegirl does that,
I'll put him in line.
and I would tell you who she drives for, but
Yeah,
then
for real.
then I'm gonna hear all this bullshit again about who I know. But
Yeah,
like
go
I said,
to
I don't
the-
know nobody. I just know people that know people.
you got to go to the
But
fifth
she
page of Yelp.
drives, and I think I may have told you she drives for Kevin Hart. She drives for
Yeah.
a lot of
Oh yeah. You
celebrities
did
and
tell me
whatnot.
about that. Yeah.
But yeah, so like that's what she did.
She drives
you know.
for Kevin Hart. We still in the basement.
This guy, I ain't gonna say on the
Nah.
podcast, but this guy, he knows everybody.
I don't know everybody. I know people that know people. But yeah, so she did that for a while. I think she just does the logistics and stuff like that now. I don't think she does it anymore.
So she sent people to pick the nigga up. You
It's
pick
something
him
like
up
something like yeah, something like
at
that.
8:00. Don't be late.
But yeah, she'd be in the car with him and all kind of stuff, and she's like, yeah, man, you got any material I can send them? And this is way before I was a comic. It was like years. She was the one that was inboxing me like, at some point you got to do this. You need to do it. You need to do it. You need to do it. And then she
And here's a joke from Kevin Hart. Like,
yeah. Now I was like, now I got jokes, and you don't even do the shit no more.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I would have mailed her a tape or a CD or something.
I did.
Yeah.
She seen my stuff.
So that's wild. When I come to security wise and get to that point, I feel like I would want cops. Like I know both of y'all have bounced before, but like still, I would. Just,
Yeah, I wouldn't want.
I would just
I
want.
wouldn't-
I wasn't.
Oh yeah, if I got big, I'm not hiring niggas. Like that's
First of all, I'm not gonna. I don't think if I was to get big like that, I don't think I'm the type of person. I'm not. I want to be. I still want to be normal. So it's to the point that I still want to do shit by myself. You know what I mean? I don't want people to be.
oh, you just have no security.
I probably won't. You know what I mean? I like interacting with people. You know what I mean? So
No, we're talking about the people that gonna rob your ass, not those people.
oh no.
Because you can't carry in every state.
But
That's-
that's just gonna be at the good places.
I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to the hood and shit like that. No, I'm not.
You don't gotta get
People get
robbed.
robbed
I ain't
in
going
bad
there.
places.
I
Man.
ain't going to live.
ADT is
Yeah,
a
it's
reason.
like,
ADT became a thing because people got
Oh, no,
robbed in
80
good
80
neighborhoods.
No, I have security at my house and shit like that, but like I'm not. I wouldn't go like overboard to the point I'm gonna have like Floyd Mayweather security. You know.
Anywhere
what
you
I'm
go is gonna have a dress code.
saying? Huh?
What's
I'm not the type
what's the
person.
dude name to play on the Lakers?
LeBron,
Not LeBron.
AD,
Not AD.
Kyle Kuzma.
Not Kyle. The other one. Dark skin.
Kentavious
Caldwell Pope just got robbed for $150,000.
Oh, for real?
He wasn't in the hood.
Oh damn.
Hood niggas can
And
travel
he's
too.
lucky he was at gunpoint. Like he was at
Oh,
gunpoint.
wow.
They took $150,000 worth of shit.
It's funny the way you said
Like-
that. It was just like he's lucky he was at gunpoint. Like it was something. Like it was something worse. Like they could have put that C4 on that nigga and then made him get it. Like I don't know. Just the way you said it.
Man on fire, huh?
Yeah. It just,
Without remorse. Without remorse, just
it's
burn
just
the
the,
car
it's just
up.
the way of the phrasing of it.
Bruh.
It's just like, hey, he lucky the worst is he could have got shot.
So I've been to the movies twice now.
How was it, buddy?
Oh my
Is
God.
popcorn still Smith?
Popcorn still. Bro, the movies. Oh man.
This is a funny switch.
I went to go see the Hitman's Wife Bodyguard, which was.
Told you.
And then I went to go see Fast 9.
I want to see Fast 9 too. It was
Bruh.
it,
Can we? Bruh,
Like-
don't wait for DVD.
like the best way I can put it is
It's
it really like fiction is a word for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Like
But the thing, and see, this is what makes me mad about the whole movie, because I'm a Fast and Furious fan. I grew up seeing part 1 and part 2 and stuff like that. It was realistic. when you going across a bridge, tied to your tire, flip over 8 times with nobody having a seatbelt on and nobody's not ouch or hurt or anything.
But remember, they even brought that. That's why I liked it. I like they brought that shit up. They were, like that was a part of the movie, not to spoil anything, but it was just a question of just like, nigga, how are we still in one piece?
Yeah.
Like they asked that question for real.
They're
Tyrese-
superheroes now.
Tyrese had a part where has one AK and he has 8 people around him with AKs and he kills everybody.
Spoiler alert.
He kills everybody. It's in the beginning. He kills everybody and everybody.
So early spoiler alert.
Yeah, so
I'm talking like, yo, I was the whole movie. I'm like, no, like I had a big popcorn and the whole movie I'm throwing popcorn at the goddamn screen. I'm like, it's some bullshit.
Nah, but
was nobody in there?
Huh?
There was nobody there?
No, it was people in there. I was that customer that day. I was like, it's some bullshit, right? Like,
So what we're getting from this, guys, if you're watching this and you're over our
Oh.
movies, please turn everything back to VOD. We would appreciate it if everything can go back to VOD.
no,
But
look,
it's
look.
nah, but it's like the funny part is it's cool because the imagination of it is interesting on how they kept thinking this shit. But then the whole time, well, no, like half my brain was like,
Nigga, Captain
half-
America. I was waiting for Captain America to come out.
like-
I was like, Captain America
Like the
coming
whole
out right
time I
now.
was fighting myself, like half my brain was like nigga, that shit was amazing. And the other half, I'm like, nigga, that shit is
It's
bullshit.
Right,
Yeah, that's pretty much.
especially-
Just claim it
But it's like, I really wanted, I
amazing
just,
bullshit.
It's, like,
Yeah.
it's really just
Yeah.
like nah, it went from realistic. Like this could be nonfiction. Like, I can see this happen to like nah, nigga, this shit only gonna happen to
Yeah, I went
y'all.
through 8 episodes. Come on now. I mean, I went through eight
But
movies.
nah, but then the whole John Cena, like him being a brother, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Let's be honest. Who had the better actor between John Cena and Vin Diesel?
Nigga, it was both bad.
But who had the better?
Ben ain't never been a good actor.
How
Hold on,
many-
hold on,
What,
but
was
this
the, what
shit-
was the wife beater budget like in this movie?
Oh, yeah, he didn't have it on that.
No,
He
no,
didn't
he
Oh,
have
this
it.
ain't a Fast and Furious movie then. Well,
Nah, he had it on like
But-
he had on a polo shirt.
Yeah,
That was like, when I saw that shit.
Oh, it is
I checked
fiction. It's
out-
fiction. It's fiction.
Bro, I checked out. Did you ever check out the boots that he be wearing?
Yeah. I
Like, check
did.
out the
I
boots that he
did.
wearing. It's like this much thick heel on the boot. And I was like, oh shit.
But then the funny part is like at first I thought they did that to try and like offset the heights. 'Cause, you know, John Cena is like a pretty tall
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, he's
John
like
Cena's
6'4".
He's,
6'4".
oh, he's okay.
6'4".
yeah, he's like 6'4". And so I was sitting there like it was kind of like when I saw like D-Ray stand up to The Rock. It was kind of like that, but just like a bit worse because I always saw Vin Diesel as like a pretty tall, big dude.
Nah, but this is like 6 foot.
Yeah, but then it's like he's always been doing it with shorter people. So like when like John Cena stepped up to him, I was just like, "Nigga, you about to get your ass kicked."
Bruh. and then like it was just oh man, I was
Like,
so,
I would
was
never
so
like
disappointed.
I would never have imagined thinking like, "Yo, John Cena's gonna kick Vin Diesel's ass." Like growing up, I would have never thought that shit. But then like when they stepped
After
to
that
each
rap
other,
album,
when they stepped to each, I'm not answering that question. When they stepped to each other,
About that shit.
like
But then even
That is
and then like the whole movie, I'm like the Han shit.
that was explained
let's
terrible.
let's leave that
I mean,
part
talking
out.
about spoilers.
Let's leave that
Yeah.
part.
Oh,
Let's
no.
leave that
My
part.
bad.
Out. Let's leave that part out. Guys,
We'll talk later about it.
Yeah.
anybody got any shows coming up?
We got open mic nights every Monday night.
All right, guys.
I got Ryan Davis open for Ryan Davis on July 15th at Stats in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm featuring for Randy Sky on July the 25th. So those are my upcoming shows.
So this was a really fun time being out here with you guys. You know?
All right, Mike.
I mean,
Please,
you got to get them on shows.
Mike. Please plug your podcast and tell them where they can follow you.
So I do a podcast mainly talk about like anime and stuff. My boy Curtis, Black Heroes podcast. We also joke about like other stuff, like serious topics and stuff. So you follow us at Black Heroes 5. I didn't make that name. And so my Instagram is let me double check.
And it's an amazing podcast, guys. I listen to it. You is very deep into anime,
Thank
so
you for
some
the backup
things you
support,
may
too.
need to have to Google. But I promise you guys, once you get the knowledge, they drop many gems. They put
most
me on a
of it
lot of great animes.
That's not creepy. But yeah, so the Instagram is comedian_Mac.
You had to
That's
look
it.
that up.
I just changed it. I just changed it like a
That's
couple
what
days ago.
That's what
Look, man, I'm trying to do this social media thing. All right.
Yeah, it's a necessity.
I'm a millennial by age only.
All right.
How
Well,
about hairline?
we went a whole hour and 14 minutes with no hair jokes. All right,
I
guys.
am the only motherfucker wearing a hat though, so it was. I could have played it off as just like that's a light skinned nigga for real, but yeah. Now y'all know.
Thank you again, man. We really appreciate you.
Appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate it, Mike.
All right, guys. You guys have a great day, and thank you for listening.